video, I will be talking about what each planet means in your chart. So if you don't know anything about the planets and what they represent, this will be a great video for you to learn about them. And getting started with the sun sign. So like, what does the sun represent? It's basically about your personality and how you identify with yourself. So whatever sign is in the sun's place will be how your overall personality is, pretty much, and how you look and stuff like that. So you can tell probably that my sun is in Scorpio. I mean, pretty obvious. And black, you know, all black. That's like very Scorpio, like typical. It also rules over your conscious awareness of things, whereas the moon rules over your subconscious. The sun is basically like your identity. That's what the sun is. The moon is how you like to feel nurtured and how you feel comfortable. So people who see your moon are the people that you feel comfortable with. And it is a sign that not many people see because it is like your true self. So when you're like at a grocery store or just, you know, at maybe just a party, you're probably not going to show the moon side of yourself because that's your emotions and your like deep, dark, doesn't have to be dark, but your deepest feelings about things. If you have your moon in like a fire sign, then you'll probably have very passionate emotions and very quick reactions to things because that's just like your natural nature. And if you have your moon sign in a water element, that you will have very deep emotions and you'll probably be kind of psychic about things, kind of intuitive. That's what I feel about water elements in that moon sign. If you have your moon sign in an air element, then you will probably feel very like light, like emotionally light sometimes, like feel detached from certain things, and but you'll be very good at communicating and you'll like to communicate your feelings a lot. And if it is in a earth sign, then your feelings are very grounded most of the time and you look for like the reasoning behind why you feel how you feel. So you will not have very like brash emotions like how a fire sign would have. You kind of go through it in your head and you're like, okay, does this make sense? Why am I this way? All right. And then you can like kind of calm yourself down. So that's basically your moon, the planet of the moon, what that means. And Mercury, this planet rules all things communication, like texting, phone calls, in person, how you communicate with people. And have you ever heard of Mercury retrograde? Yeah, that's why that affects communication and technology, and it affects like being late to things or like stuff not working right, because Mercury is all about like day-to-day communication and basically also about intellect and how you learn. So your brain, how you think of ideas. For example, mine is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a fire sign, and I can be very optimistic about things and have like a positive outlook on life. And I also see the big ideas of things, so I might gloss over, you know, the details of certain things because I like to see the big picture first and then worry about the details. When another sign, for example, if you have your Mercury in Virgo, that's an earth sign, they will look at little details and things and be occupied on the little details of an idea. Venus is next. Now this sign is the sign of attraction and values, what you value and what you're attracted to. Venus sign in like the earth element would be very attracted to somebody who is about their business and somebody who's like mature and stable and just has their stuff together. So don't step to a, you know, Venus earth sign and be all over the place and not have your stuff together, because they find it attractive when you are very like down to earth, get it, and just, you know, level-headed. So a Venus in a air sign, that would be somebody who loves networking, loves communication and talking to people and relating with people. Venus in a fire sign would be someone who is down for an adventure, down for spontaneous and wild nights, and likes passion. It doesn't want it to get boring. Venus in a water sign, they want a deep connection with somebody. They want someone to mesh with them, become one with them, and basically be very transparent with them. Moving on to Mars. Now, the planet of Mars rules how you assert yourself and your aggression level and how you go about getting something. So if your Mars is in a fire sign, these people have so much energy. I know this from experience. It's like, I don't know how Mars people, comment down below if you have your Mars in a fire sign, and like if you have your Mars in Aries especially, that these people can like stay up for days, but they just have so much like extra energy that they can like burn, so that's great. Mars in an earth sign, these people take their time to do things because they want it to go right and they don't mind doing everything step by step. So they will definitely get what they want. They will achieve their goal, but it might take some time. Mars in a water sign, these people can be very like backwards at getting what they want. They will take everyone's feeling into consideration and probably like try to step on the least toes when they're going for what they want. Now, Mars in an air sign, these people are pretty good at getting what they want because they will use their networking to attract whatever they want to them. Saturn is karma, what karma you come into this life with, and it also rules what boundaries you have or what walls are put up in a certain area of your life that you will have to work harder for this life. It might, things that will not come natural to you and things that you might, you know, feel self-conscious about in this life. And Saturn is all about restricting you until it's time to let you have it. So, for example, my Saturn is in Aries, and Aries is all about the self and self-image. So, with Saturn being in Aries, you could feel more like self-conscious about yourself. Now, if you have your Saturn in an air sign, this might restrict you from having good communication with people, even probably like in your first half of life, because Saturn is not about denying you of, you know, things, but it will just come later in life. You will get better at it later in life. So I will be better at Aries type things later in my life. Now, if it's in an air sign, you might be better at communicating with people later in life. In your first half of life, it might be awkward. You might get into arguments with people and stuff like that. And if you have it in a water sign, you might have a hard time with your emotions or dealing with other people's emotions. If it's in a fire sign, you will have difficulty with patience, self-image, and um, basically just waiting for what you want. You have a hard time with that. And if it's in an earth sign, now these people can have difficulty with stabilization, like being stable in their first half of life. And Uranus, now this is all about the planet of rebellion. So, and like weirdness and stuff like that. So whatever sign it's in, you might like be like an outcast in that, and especially in the house placement, wherever the house is in that area of life, you will be like kind of like a different kind of person and like different things in the normal, you know, crowd. Uranus is in an air sign, will definitely be very like advanced and progressive technology, because air sign rules over technology and communication. So you might, you know, be very inventive and have a very different way of seeing technology. So you might be into like artificial intelligence and stuff like that, or be very like just interested in it. And if your Uranus is in an earth sign, you may have a very unique way of getting money and finding a job, or you might have different kinds of ways to get a job, so like an entrepreneur or something like that. And if it's in a fire sign, then you will have a very unique way of entertaining yourself and entertaining other people. Because fire signs are all about like good times, entertainment, and stuff like that. So you might have a unique way of doing that. And then water sign in your Uranus will probably open to conspiracy theories and stuff like that, and be open to just different kinds of communication with people. The planet of Jupiter is expansion and all about higher knowledge and optimism. So also how you can attract abundance to your life. And whatever sign that is in, if you tap into the energy of that sign, it will bring your life to a whole new level. Like, it's like it will break you out of the box. Moving on to the planet of Pluto. Now, Pluto is all about transformation and pretty much truth. The truth behind dark things usually. So it can deal with like the underworld and just some dark stuff that might be like trying to keep secret, but it always, you know, comes out with the truth. So that's pretty much what Pluto is. And whatever sign your Pluto is in, this will show you how your generation goes through transformation. So I think the Pluto sign is like every however many years. So a lot of people in like my age group, like in their 20s, have the same Pluto sign, which is Sagittarius. And this means that our generation will bring change and transformation in all things of like culture and religion, since that's what Sagittarius rules, and also relations with different countries, and bringing different kind of culture and communication into wherever we're at. So that makes sense to me because, you know, we're seeing all of the Black Lives Matter movement right now, and travel restrictions are happening right now, which I think will definitely change. I think this whole pandemic that's happening is going to change the way that countries communicate with each other and just stuff like that. So that's pretty much Pluto. And the next thing I want to talk about is your North Node. Your North Node is very important in your chart. North Node is what you came here to do, and then your South Node is what energy you had in your past life that no longer serves you in this lifetime. So you'll also want to avoid doing things that involve that sign that is in your South Node. So for example, my South Node is in Pisces, so I should avoid anything Pisces like getting into my feelings too much, or escaping, like using drugs. And my North Node is things that I should be focusing on in this life, which is Virgo. So I should be focusing on little details of things and organization and planning. So definitely pay attention to that and look into your North Node. A book I highly recommend to learn more about your North Node is this book called Astrology for the Soul. It is a wonderful book to read, and it will give you all the information you need about your life path. If you would like to purchase the Astrology for the Soul book, then I will have a link down below. I am an Amazon affiliate, and if you purchase it from my link, then I could be able to get compensated from any orders that go through. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys learned a lot in this video. Definitely leave a comment and let's chat. Alright, thanks guys, bye!